Welcome back to Humble Roots. I'm Ken. This is Don, and today we have a special guest, Lyle. And we're going to talk about the Macallan Sherry Oak 12-year.
So a little history about the Macallan. It was one of the first distillers in Scotland to be legally licensed. It was founded by Alexander Reid, and he was a farmer and a school teacher. Roderick Kemp, a wine and spirits merchant, purchased Macallan in 1892. Now, the Edrington Group owns Macallan. They also own 5 other distilleries: Glen Ross, Glen Turret, Highland Park, and Tandu. A couple other things about Macallan. This particular bottle here is chill filtered, and there is no color added to it.
Okay, so it does go through the chill filtration process?
It does. So unfortunately, it does lose some of its...
But there's no color, you said?
No color added.
All right.
Just have to see what color it is.
All right.
Yeah.
Would you like to do the honors? Give it an old open up, and
Sure.
we'll see what's going on.
So 40% ABV, 80 proof. So fairly light, I would say. Aged in 12 years.
It's matured exclusively in hand-picked sherry seasoned oak casks from. Oh, I don't know. What's that? Jerez, Spain.
Yep. Spain.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. And on the back, I did read Oloroso sherry. So.
It is.
Yes.
Oloroso.
Yeah. Matured in Oloroso sherry. So, but you were mentioning something earlier about 18 months. So they put the sherry in the cask for 18 months. Before?
Yeah. So up to a maximum. They say 12 to 18 months, maximum being 18.
So I guess this would be like the first fill after.
Yep.
Okay.
100%.
So these are first fill, and it's aged exclusively for 12 years in those casks.
So how's the bottle look? Well,
It's pretty good.
Yeah. Like,
I'd say not adding color to it. That's not bad for sherry cask.
right.
yeah, not a bad looking bottle.
It's
It's got
cool looking bottle.
It's a very cool looking bottle. Yeah.
own design. Yeah.
Macallan is very it's gonna have to be something special because it comes with a hefty price tag. For
Does $160 Canadian plus tax. But I can see by looking at pictures of their distillery where all the money's being spent.
So they're putting it back into the product?
They have quite a European
Absolutely,
design.
yeah.
So,
All right.
We need a new roof this year. So.
All right.
mhm.
No, that's a nice. The box. It's a fancy little design. Nothing special on the box, but it tells you all the stuff you need to know about it. I do like the bottle shape. That's very nice. So.
Yeah. Typical box, nothing special, but the bottle is a little bit sleek, right? Not really old school, more of a new, slim and long. Nice. Very nice.
Oh, let's go through the cuts again. Clean that up.
Yeah. So, thanks for pouring those there, Ken. What do you think about the viscosity there, Lyle? It's good. Color? What do you think?
It's not a bad looking pour, eh?
Yeah.
What color would you go? It's an amber.
Amber gold.
Yeah.
It's
Brownie. It's a brownie gold.
For maturing all that time, I'd expect a little deeper color.
Right.
Yeah.
But
I get that too.
What do you guys think of the legs?
hangs on that glass pretty good.
Not bad. Going for a nose?
Oh yeah.
And it's one thing when it's 40% ABV, you can really bury your nose and see what's going on in there, right?
I don't get a lot of strong smell from it.
No, it's not. It's not overly powerful. It's very
overly
muted.
especially for a sherry, I would expect a. Most of the time when I smell a sherry, I can say, "Oh, that's been in a sherry cask." This is kind of weird.
A little fruity.
Yeah, it's
I don't know. I'm not really.
I'm not pulling a whole bunch of it.
Yeah, I'm not getting in really anything potent besides a little bit of
fruity, maybe
fruit.
lemongrass or something.
Let's go in. See what we got.
All right. For the nose, and it didn't have much. It had a lot of flavor. It had big flavor up front for not having much of a nose.
Immediately hit.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's nice. It's nice.
I still can't
It's
get on the palate on the nose.
It's got that nice sweetness that the sherry cask gives.
Yeah, it's sweet for
A little
sure.
bit spicy,
Little
but
bit,
not
yeah.
too much. Smooth for sure.
A little more spicy than you think it would be for only 40% ABV. You know what I mean? Like it's not as there's something there. A little bit of heat, or at least feels that way. Go back in.
So the flavors are really, really big up front. Really big up front. And then you got a lot of baking spice, like Christmas spice. And then it kind of just falls off. The flavor's gone. Nothing's really lingering for me.
Maybe a little bit of woody at the end.
Yeah, a little
Slight wood at the end.
But what flavors are you getting?
To me, at the end, is where the caramel comes out,
Okay.
and it does linger a little bit longer for me. I think.
I see what you're saying with the caramel. I kind of get that little bit
It's
of
very at
caramel.
the end where there's toffee or caramel or something.
Yeah.
I think
But
maybe a slight taste of chocolate in there.
I don't get any chocolate out of it. I'm trying, but
I think
I'm
of what it is.
It's not unpleasant at all. It's enjoyable. I will say it's enjoyable, but
I'm just disappointed with the nose.
yeah,
what knows?
exactly.
It doesn't have to. I mean, the linger after is not bad. Like it doesn't fall off completely, 100%.
Okay, so tell me if you get sort of like a industrial rubbery smell.
I mean that iodine.
That iodine sort of rubbery.
Mhm.
I get that.
Are you?
I get that.
Thanks, Ken. I'm getting more toffee now.
Are you?
I'm getting more toffee now. Yeah.
So you're saying we just need to refill our glasses and
Yeah.
we'll be fine?
Yeah. 100%. You need to go in again. Yeah. No, I'm getting heavy toffee now. Caramel. It's coming out.
Well, it is a fresh bottle, too,
Yeah.
right? And people do say
Yeah, it's coming out now.
it needs to breathe a little bit.
Yeah, it's coming out.
So
Yeah, it's coming out to play.
Crack it open and let it sit for a bit.
Yeah, but yeah, well, if I'm picking that up now, that's a good thing. Because there was
It's a
only...
weak nose.
It is very
It's a
weak.
nose.
Yeah.
100%.
I'm getting that. It's. I would say it's not weak. I would say that this is medium for me now. I'm not kidding. I mean, I'm picking up toffee, caramel. The fruit has backed off a bit.
Okay. That last sip, it wasn't so punchy in the face at the beginning with flavor. Had more mid palate, and I do get, and it might just because you guys keep talking about, but I do get toffee, caramel sort of vibe, less spiciness.
Yeah, the caramel is coming through. The toffee's coming through. Took a while. Took a while to get there. It didn't show up first thing, but I'm there with it now.
The sherry pops the sweetness. I like that.
We'll have to,
You know, you do have to remember when you do have your
Just
your first sip, you're washing away all the impurities out of your mouth, and then getting the pure flavor that's supposed to be in there. So,
But I like the initial hit.
yeah, no, I did
flavors
really
It was
enjoy
really
that.
strong, but it wasn't, it didn't put you off. It was.
You're interested.
Yeah.
You're interested.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
The finish, I think, lingers for me. It's not too long. I do get that toffee, burnt toffee. You get still the sweetness from the sherry for sure at the end. So I'd say the finish for me is pretty good. Now rating 7 out of 10, or out of 10, probably in and around a 7, probably for me.
Yeah.
For me, so
Okay.
a 7. Yeah.
Nothing wrong with that, right?
No.
Um,
No, nothing wrong with that at all.
the more I drink it, the more I'm enjoying it. I'm finding that at first, like, didn't have a nose, but when I had first sip, it was lots of flavors up front, and then it just died. But as I'm exploring it a little bit more, I'm finding that it's really, really good. And I have noticed that the finish is lasting a little longer than it did originally.
Mm-hmm.
It's not a long finish, but it is pleasant. And Lyle's right. Like I do get that toffee that you're talking about. Toffee, I get a malty, almost cocoa, or like a chocolatey, like you were talking about. The last couple sips here, I've really, really found that. So I like it. I think the price is a little bit much. But, you know, along with other things, we've stayed away from higher price stuff because, you know, that doesn't mean that, you know.
Good to try things.
Yeah. So I'm right there. 7 out of 10 for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that you're both correct in what you said. I think that it took a little while for it to get good, but if you're patient with it and you don't jump to any conclusions. One of the problems is the fact that $160 bottle, your expectations are going to go up substantially. You have to not look at that. You got to look at it's a 12-year Scotch. If you're comparing this to just 12-year Scotch, it's a good Scotch. If you're comparing it to the price, it's not a good price.
There you go.
But they're not wrong. Flavor, nose, finish. It's all around the 7, maybe 7.2 max for me. But it is getting better as I'm sipping on it.
Yeah. No. Mm-hmm. It's a good drink. I'm very happy that we've tried it.
Yeah.
I'm happy to do a review on it. But,
And I'm happy to be here as well.
Well, we're happy to have you.
So,
Right?
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
But I think that's all we've got today for this episode. So I want to thank you for joining us. And until next time, stay home.
Sure.
I already drank.